90-Day Fiancé Fraud. Fans spot possible fakery in Bilal and Shaeeda storyline. Hey guys, my name is Paul, welcome to my YouTube channel. Something stood out to attentive viewers during the latest episode of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. On Season 7, Episode 12, Bilal, Hazziez and Shaeeda Sween went to New York. But long before Bilal faced off with his wife's bestie, some of their commentary struck fans as odd. Perhaps even dishonest. Is this 90-Day Fiancé fakery at work? One major inconsistency has fans crying foul. Before Eutris sat down with the couple and became alarmed at Bilal's instantly defensive attitude, the two took in the sights of New York. The sights and the smells. New York is not the only major city to be noisy and reek of human urine. Paris is particularly infamous for the latter. Shaeeda had always wanted to visit the city, in part due to her interest in fashion. However, Shaeeda told the cameras that she had never previously visited the Big Apple. That is no surprise coming from a woman from Trinidad who now lives in Kansas City, Missouri with her husband. Shaeeda shared that she had only seen it on TV, even gushing that, despite her other senses, the city looks better in person than it does on screens. But some fans are having their Dakota Johnson moment, or trying to. Actually, that's not the truth, Shaeeda. Some viewers are buzzing on social media. Why? Because Bilal and Shaeeda appeared on the tell-all of 90-Day Fiancé Season 9. Not everyone can physically sit down to record these end-of-season wrap-up episodes, of course. But for those who can attend, production films the tell-all specials in New York. That's no secret. And we all watched Shaeeda and Bilal sit on the stage as a visibly stunned Bilal defended his reputation. Now, the Season 9 tell-all special aired this summer. We know that production filmed the special a couple of months earlier, likely, late in the spring. So hearing Shaeeda claim to have never been to New York before really rubbed some viewers the wrong way. Of course, we all know that between producer prompting and the editors, cast members sometimes dance around certain topics. With rare exceptions, most reality stars avoid breaking the fourth wall. Click on the bell icon to stay up to date on my new videos. 90-Day Fiancé cast members don't make enough money from TLC for that to be relevant. But for other series, mentioning the time or money involved to film the show is basically taboo. And in general, noting things that you only do for the show, like traveling to New York to film a tell-all special, is also off the table. Even if someone acknowledges it on camera, editors will clip it. Usually. But we should remember that the tell-all filming in early June doesn't necessarily mean that Bilal and Shaeeda were bending the truth. Because who's to say that these episodes went down after the tell-all? Most of 90-Day Fiancé films about 8 months, roughly, before it airs. Sometimes, even longer. Bilal and Shaeeda may have filmed 2 seasons before recording their first tell-all. In fact, the episode itself seems to support this theory. First of all, we see them in New York dressed for cooler weather. New York may have cold winters, but it has brutal summers just like most of the US. And second of all, eagle-eyed social media users noted that we see New Year's promotional signage in the background. That would put this episode's film date at around mid-January, most likely. The tell-all itself, where Shaeeda and Shaeeda were even more bitterly at odds than they were in Season 9, also backs this theory. Their level of sheer animosity, with Shaeeda refusing to even look at Bilal's ex-wife, hinted at the time that more had gone down. As we have seen on Season 7, more certainly went down between the two. Sometimes, viewers like to leap to conspiratorial explanations for what we see on screen. Certainly, it is preferable to imagine that Angela Deem, for example, is merely pretending to be an out-of-control monster. Wouldn't it be fun to imagine that she's a lovely person in real life? Sadly, that is not the case. And a little more understanding of how reality shows come to be, and how the filming schedules work, gives a more boring but more accurate explanation for most things.